Yeah, it's funny because the first thing that comes to mind actually is the direction of AI. And I hate that that's the case. Just as a disclaimer, Elestrals uses no AI in our art. All of our card artists are legit. We don't use any AI for the programming of the game outside of the programmatic artificial intelligence that an opponent would have. But all of our art is legit. But when we look
I
at,
respect that a lot.
yeah, it feels like every day I'm seeing more and more video game generation coming from that. And I think that it's going to be a reality that people are going to have access to those tools and bring their ideas to life in a generated way. I don't know how I feel about it ultimately. I would love to put the pause button on that whole thing personally, but nonetheless, I think it's reality. But
Yeah,
to go back,
we can't put that genie back in the bottle,
I don't think that genie's going
unfortunately.
back in. I fear for what's to come, but I do think a lot of creators are dabbling in this area. Half the battle is getting the thing that you're creating in front of people, right? Like creating something awesome is a big part of the battle, but equally big part of it is making sure that people know that you created something awesome. And I think when you have someone who is able to build an online following, like you mentioned, AlphaRad, it solves one of the biggest mountains that many game creators face. You could have the best game in the world, but if no one knows about it or no one knows that it exists, then that doesn't take away from the project for your own self-satisfaction, but it obviously inhibits the ability to grow it at any sort of a scale. So I think naturally there's a progression there. I think one of the things to keep an eye out on, though, is, and this is no slack on anybody, like people are able to do whatever they want to do, but are those creators actually being the ones who are making these games, or are they hiring a team to kind of handle everything and they're putting their name on it? I do think there's a difference. So I'm
Mhm.
not saying one is better or worse. I think it's a reality that we are going to be looking at more and more of. And I think that's just something that, the people watching should always keep in mind. How involved is the creator? Or are they just kind of slapping their name and their brand on something?